Hey, Sunny Durg. What does Fortnite have to do with Bioshock? That would be funny if somehow Bioshock was the fall of Fortnite. It was Ken Levine's plan all along. Hope you're doing well, Sunny Durg. I'm gonna blame the residual effects of working 13 hours yesterday, then coming in early today, so today will be 9-ish hours. Ooh. Hope you'll be okay, Sonny. Hey, Siggy. Hope you're doing well. I call it extra QT. Ah. Oh, that's an O, okay. OT is an overtime, but yes, money. Okay. That's amazing. I don't really hear of people getting overtime ever in this country these days. Funny you say that. I'm the only person in my department who works nights where I work. Wow. Hey, Sir Squanch. Hope you're doing well. Overtime always exists for me. Well, not for many people in this country these days. Anytime a CEO hears the word overtime, they go, "No! I will lose my precious dollars. I won't be able to get the good parking at the country club." Doing okay here, Big Roo. Hope you're doing well. It has been a bit of a week. I will give it that. It's had its ups, it's had its downs, it's had its all-arounds weirdness. But we'll get into that in just a bit. Okay. And to get this out of the way, I am going to begin the ad break So 3 minutes, everybody, and then we'll start up the show proper. So see you soon. Random CEO, no, now I have to buy my new house in Vegas instead of Malibu. Oh, money. Hey. Yeah, so many CEOs and business people are allergic to the fact that people should be paid what they're owed in this country these days. It's actually quite worse than it used to be. Next evaluation and 11-year anniversary is in October. I'm about to find myself because I've been begging for a promotion. Get that promotion. In fact, if you've been there 10 years, they should have given you like a celebratory watch by now. I remember I actually got that once. I worked at the theater for 10 years, and then they gave me like a fake silver watch for it. I'm like, huh, I've been here 10 years, and I haven't done much. Then after I told my mother that, she's like, you should quit, you haven't really done anything there. So I quit, and she's like, why did you quit? It was good money. Ah, you got a plaque. Nice. How do you be-do? How do you be-do? I feel like that's a song. Okay, we're back. Hello everyone, welcome to the Q-Den once again. My name is Dekus Q, the American Kangaroo, and I hope you're all having a wonderful start to your weekend. Oh boy, it has been a week. I entered my 40s last week. My sister broke her ankle, and it's been a wild ride. I've been trying to get her acclimated with getting her settled in and everything, and helping her around the house. Yeah, she was able to send me some birthday money, so I was able to get a game. Thank you for the hug, Siggy Wiggy. Oh, and for those of you who don't know, I've actually been playing Raft on Siggy Wiggy's channel recently. We've got 2 streams on their channel. And I don't know if the collab actually, like, shows me streaming or something like that. I don't know, but Siggy Wiggy, if the collab thingy on Twitch does that mean that I technically still get hours for streaming? I don't know. I don't know how that works, but anyway, it was fun playing Raft with you so far. So if you want to check out Siggy Wiggy's channel, there should be the streams of us on there. me turn this down. If it's a shared chat, I think it is. I wonder if that actually counts in my analytics now that I think about it. I suppose it did. Maybe? I don't know if it did. I'll have to look that up later. Or I think I had to be actually streaming for it to count, possibly, because I think my hours are still the same. Either way. In any case, if you want to check out Siggy Wiggy's channel, we've been doing Raft on there for 2 days this week. It was fun so far. We're going to try to schedule another time to play Raft together again sometime. Now let's see, aside from that... Oh, almost forgot. For my birthday, I was able to get Sonic Frontiers finally, so that's going to be added to the channel eventually. I got the Grandia Collection, something I have been dying to play on this channel. Let's see. I finally got Uncharted on my PlayStation 5. Actually, funny story about this. I kind of took revenge on Sony with this one, because a few years ago, they kept charging me for PS Plus. So they basically took $45 from me for 3 months without returning it to me because I kept telling them, no, I'm canceling, I don't want this anymore. But they kept saying, but you didn't uncheck the cancel button. So what happened was, I was going to download Lost Legacy from the PlayStation 4 version on my channel for my PS5, but apparently the upgrade for it to be on PS5 was just $10. And apparently, Sony didn't separate this as a collection. So, I paid $10 to get the upgrade for Legacy, and I got Uncharted 4 for free in the fucking process. So take that, Sony. You still owe me $35. Although technically, I did get back at them a little bit for when Roland got me Death Stranding. Because technically he bought me the PlayStation 4 version and then gave me the money to get the upgrade for the PlayStation 5 version, which was $30 less than the actual PlayStation 5 version. So that kind of helped. Oh, Sony. So Uncharted might be on here, but I was playing this for a couple of days just to get back to it, and I do remember liking the Uncharted games. Hey TJ, hope you're doing well. And thank you. I am now a 40-year-old, if you can believe it. And then I re-downloaded Hollow Knight for all the reasons why, imagine. And for my sister's birthday present to me, I got Resident Evil 4. So here's the thing. I have never played the remake, but I have played a little bit of the original back in the GameCube days, but I don't really remember too much about it. So I would like to play Resident Evil 4 Remake on the channel sometime. Problem is, and this is a big thing, I don't want anything spoiled for me for this, because I have not played through the entire game before. So I'd like to put this on the channel eventually, but I'm not sure when exactly, because there's a bunch of games I want to play, because Resident Evil 4 I'd love to play on the channel, especially if we're getting spooky season coming up. And I re-downloaded this again because I want to, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And then, I don't know if I'd actually play this on the channel, but these are good games just to mellow out to. And then, let's see, we still have to finish this. And then I would like to get Sonic Frontiers on the channel very sooner than later, because I have always wanted to play this game. People are telling me like crazy that this is one of the best Sonic games for modern audiences. And then the Grandia HD Collection, I at least want to play the first game on the channel, because the first game is by far one of my favorite RPGs well, basically from PlayStation 1 era. Like, for me, I place Grandia above a lot of Final Fantasy titles, and that's saying something to me. But for tonight, we are going to finish Bioshock 1, and if we have time, we might start Bioshock 2 in the process. Depending on how long it takes me to actually beat this thing. But before we talk about all of that, we're going to talk about some of the game news that's been happening, some of the things that's been coming out of Gamescom, and some of the things that are happening in the future. So, let's go on to Game Rant real quick. That's usually where I get most of my stories, but for a lot of you, we already know a lot of the stories that have been coming out of Gamescom recently, and quite recently, one of the most anticipated video games that was in development for the last 7 years has finally been announced, and you all know what it is.
Oh.
Team Cherry has finally said that this game is getting a release date. Now here's the thing about me. I normally don't like games about bugs because most of the time they're either too realistic or they're too gross. But Hollow Knight has been one of the few games that actually appeals to me with its 2D animation design. And we're finally getting the game about Hornet that was promised as DLC 7 years ago. That part always makes me laugh. And then we finally have a release date. September 4th. Oh my goodness. I couldn't tell you how happy I was to finally hear that. Hey Pillow Mimic, hopefully you're doing well. So yes, Silk Song finally has a release date. It's coming out this year, and it's coming out soon. And I am so happy. I did love the original Hollow Knight for a lot of reasons. Originally, I was never going to play Hollow Knight until I saw the amount of effort that the developers put into the 2D hand-drawn artwork for every animation and every background, every level of the game. That's what made me fall in love with it, because normally I'm not a person who likes stories about bugs. But Hollow Knight was really good. It had an interesting lore, it had great story, great settings, and it tapped into one of my favorite genres, like exploring the ruined city kind of genre. Idan Fox Hype. Oh, was that an emote you were trying to use? But yeah. Basically when I saw the announcement, this was pretty much my face. One second, let me... This was pretty much me. Just... Oh! So yeah, I am very much looking forward to this game. This is pretty much the most talked about thing from Gamescom at this point, and I heard that the demo that was at Gamescom, the line was so long that they had to limit people's playtime to about a half an hour in order to get people through and give them a chance to play it. So yeah, that was one of the longest anticipated ones for the thing. Okay, so a couple of headlines. We'll bullet point these and talk about some of the things that are really important. Metal Gear Solid Delta has a PS5 Pro performance problem, obviously. there's something actually I've noticed about the PS5 and PS4 difference with certain games. And I've noticed that although you see more detail with some of the more realistic looking games, the detail that they include is a little off at times. It kind of reminds me of when HD television became a thing and the newscasters people found out that the newscasters weren't getting enough makeup on them or something, and they appeared older, and they had to like HD upgrade their makeup teams to show people that they weren't like aging like crazy. That's what it kind of reminds me of sometimes, because there's only so much detail you should show in a slightly realistic looking video game. Because if you're trying to go for every single detail, like the spit on a person's breath when they're talking, or the pores in their skin, just why are you dedicating that much time? Anyway. Fallout 76 reveals a big camp revamp update coming soon. Wooloo and Jumbo Gengar Build-A-Bear Pokemon plushies revealed. It's funny that Gengar is getting a Build-A-Bear. You'd think that they would do Pikachu or something, and Wooloo of all things. Let's see, Overwatch 2, Genshin Impact, Xbox blah. Hollow Knight reaches impressive sales milestone. Yeah, I imagine there were people holding out, and with the announcement of Silksong, more people than ever are going to play Hollow Knight in order to anticipate what Silksong will be. Let's see, Metal Gear Solid Delta review scores fall just shy of the original Snake Eater. I kind of figured as much. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater reviews are out, with the game receiving widespread acclaim. Nevertheless, the critical reception of Konami's latest title has still fallen short of the original Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, although not by much. I don't think I've ever known of a video game that surpasses the original when it's remade. Hey Tom Wolf, hope you're doing well. We are discussing some game news before we get into Bioshock finale. Let's see. The original Snake Eater still received better than MGS Delta, though not by much. Well, considering it's just the same game with just a better looking snake and everything. I mean, didn't they use the original voice cast for the game? Like, they just moved the original voices of the original into this game or something? And trying to give it a more serious coat of paint, I don't think would really work out that well. But I guess I'll check out some of the playthroughs for it later and see how that goes. Dying Light, the Beast director, shares more about the game's world. Lost Soul Aside reveals PC features and PS5 Pro enhancements. I gotta say, I've kind of lost interest in Lost Soul Aside, because its story is kind of worn off on me a bit, because originally, the creator of this game apparently cited Final Fantasy 15 as the reason why he wanted to get into game development, is because he fell in love with the graphical style. And he made his own demo game and everything. And the thing about the Chinese developer is the fact that you're technically not allowed to make video games for consoles in China. So Sony basically established something called the Sony China Hero Project, where they basically had to negotiate with the Chinese government in order to have their consoles on sale in China, and to be able to actually develop developers in there, which Sony gets exclusive rights to for quite some time. And so Lost Soul Aside has been in development for so long that it's kind of lost its magic for me. Because while I still find it very incredible that the developer was able to get his own team and everything, and to actually make his game a reality, it's kind of worn off on me when you really think about what the game is about, that kind of thing. So we'll see how that goes. Resident Evil leaker reverse course on Code Veronica remake claim. So there's not a remake? Hollow Knight breaks player count milestone after Silksong release date announcement. Very true. I can imagine that. Hollow Knight Silksong reviews won't be out until after it launches. Ooh, interesting. So, Team Cherry decided not to give out advanced copies. That's pretty interesting. Although I can probably see why, because the game is so anticipated. It's been the #1 wishlisted game on Steam for like 7 years now, ever since it was announced. So, I imagine the reason why they're not sending out advanced copies is because they don't want anything leaking about this game. Like, I imagine they want everybody to have their own experience with this game. So it should be interesting. I do want to get the game myself, but I'll probably wait until the hype has died down. Hopefully I don't get spoiled on anything. Silent Hill F Dev discusses Souls-like comparisons, offers advice for veteran fans. I am interested in Silent Hill F. I'm wondering how it's going to relate to the original story, considering it takes place, like, 30 years before the original in 1960s Japan. So I'm wondering if this is going to be like a spiritual sequel, like a spiritual successor, or if it's going to be like somehow the prequel to how whatever eldritch horror curse came to America or something like that. I am interested to see where that goes. Let's see what else is there. Government investigating kick following streamer's death. Whoa. This is the first I've heard of that. The streaming platform Kick is being investigated by a French government following the sudden death of a streamer, Jean Parmenov. The streamer passed away in his sleep while actively live streaming on Kick, and questions have been raised regarding the nature of his passing and what led up to it. Jean Parmenov, aka Raphael Gravin, was a French 46-year-old streamer who got his start on TikTok before moving to Twitch, where he gained nearly 700,000 subscribers. In 2023, he moved to the Kick platform, where he ultimately became the highest viewed French streamer on the entire platform, and at one point in 2024 became the 4th most watched streamer on Kick overall. He passed away on August 18th, 2025, in the midst of a Kick broadcast that had been airing for over 280 hours. What? French media channels and Dextero are now reporting that the investigation has been opened into the nature of the streamer's death. The reports claim that Parmenov was subjected to 10 days of torture, which included sleep deprivation and acts of physical violence like attempted suffocation and electrical shocks. The French Minister for Digital Affairs and AI confirmed a judicial investigation was underway and criticized Kick for allowing the content to go uncensored and remain online. Jesus. I mean, I know that we do a lot of things for attention, but to do this to yourself for attention, that's just wrong. Welcome in, Subject Omega. Jeez, poor guy, though. Parmenov was streaming with fellow streamers Owen Naruto Senazandot and Safin Hamadi, and reportedly sent a note to his mother saying that he was fed up with Naruto's streaming marathon death game and wanted to leave but wasn't allowed to, saying he was locked in. His condition was apparently brought to light by a viewer who donated to bring attention to Naruto that Parmenov didn't seem to be breathing. After responding by throwing a water bottle at Parmenov and receiving no response, the broadcast was cut. However, when authorities found Parmenov alone, Naruto and Safin were notably arrested on January 2025 on suspicion of producing videos humiliating of vulnerable people, but were released the same day. Jeez. As one might expect, this has drummed up quite a bit of a concern and controversy around Kick as a whole. Well, considering that Kick, they do promote a lot of terrible people until they usually get into the whole legal battle with streaming. Yeah, I don't understand why some people would do that to themselves. I know that when it comes to me, streaming video games and just doing all this stuff is my own thing. But to torture yourself like that for views just does not make sense to me. Hey. It's like for the longest time when they have scumbag streamers on there. Just why would you want to actively let people watch that? It's just promoting the wrong thing. So yeah, hopefully Kick will be investigated for this, and hopefully the streamers that did this to them will be investigated as well, and somebody will at least have some sort of punishment coming to them. Because I feel like people do go too far on these things. Let's see. It's an end of an era for Bungie. Bungie undergoes a major shakeup which closes the door of an era on Destiny and Marathon developer and begins the next phase. Oh dear.
Oh.
Ooh, excuse me. I'm pretty sure Marathon will not last that long considering the controversy behind that game and the stolen art assets. Hollow Knight Silksong's surprise release date has made at least one game delay. Well, what game was delayed? Phaland postpones full release due to Hollow Knight Silksong. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, I'd say if you found out that you shared a release date with one of the most highly anticipated video games of the last 7 years, I'd say change the release date immediately. Because you are not going to get any kind of attention after that. But this does look cool for graphic-wise. Let's see, Randy Pitchford makes Borderlands 4 sales prediction. Randy Pitchford needs to go into a hole and just not be heard from again, as far as I'm concerned. Final Fantasy XIV is being review bombed. Overwatch 2 game mode is going away forever. Stardew Valley creator comments on controversial Infinity Nikki collab. Unknown Worlds files lawsuit against ousted Subnautica 2 leadership. Another one? How many lawsuits are going to be involved with the Subnautica 2 dev team? Team Cherry reveals why it took 7 years to develop Hollow Knight Silksong. I can probably tell you why just by looking at the trailer. The amount of detail and the amount of animation they have put into the enemies this time. Phaland, that was the one. Phaland is going to be releasing the same day as Silksong, but they have now delayed their release date because they don't want to compete with them. So yeah, if I had to take a guess to why it took 7 years for Hollow Knight's Silksong to be made, for one, they originally did say it was going to be DLC at first, as like an alternate story to one of the endings, but I think one of the reasons why it took so long is because if you look at the amount of animation they put in every enemy and every action that Hornet has, it's pretty obvious why it would take 7 years, especially with the fact that they said there's 40 bosses, possibly even more, and if each one has unique animations compared to the original game, then it's going to be something special. Because if you remember correctly, a lot of the bosses were either like floating around, they were like throwing weapons or throwing things at them. They didn't really have that many movement animations aside from maybe like one or two things that they would do action-wise. But if Silksong has taught me anything in the trailers, they are having a lot more animation quality in their enemy designs this time and their actions. So let's see what they had to say. Team Cherry provided some insight into what it was like to develop Hollow Knight Silksong over the course of 7 long years. By far the most highly anticipated indie game of 2025, a release date for okay. It's been many long years since Hollow Knight Silksong was initially revealed. The game began its DLC for the original Hollow Knight, but grew in scope and scale to become its very own game. Actually, this is kind of what happened with Uncharted Lost Legacy, if I remember correctly. It kind of became its own thing because the scope and the scale became too big. This is a common for AAA game franchises. The same was confused for Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed. When a game takes this long to develop, it's typically due to roadblocks and setbacks behind the scenes, but according to Team Cherry co-founder Ari Gibson and William Pellin, the complete opposite was the case with Hollow Knight Silksong. In a lengthy interview with Bloomberg, the pair spoke about how much fun they had developing Silksong, remarking that the extended 7-year development period was a result of how much they were enjoying the process of coming up with new ideas to put into the game. It was never stuck or anything, it was always progressing. It's just the case that we're a small team and games take a lot of time. I remember at one point I just had to stop sketching. You realize, if I don't stop drawing, this is going to take 15 years to finish. Okay, so they actually had to limit their ideas. Interesting. With stories of troubled video game development cycles, cancellations, and projects stuck in development hell, common in the gaming sphere, it's refreshing to hear about how pleasant Silksong's 7-year dev cycle really was. The fact that the Gibson needed to stop himself from working more on the game bodes well for fans who are hoping to be amazed by Hollow Knight's Silksong's size and scale. Silksong is confirmed to be a larger game than the original, with multiple different hub areas compared to Hollow Knight. Team Cherry's perfectionist attitude and commitment to quality and polish sounds incredibly promising, for it should be one of the most beloved indie games of the year. With Gibson expressing that he could have kept Silksong's development going even longer, Hollow Knight fans should be excited about the prospect of Silksong receiving tons of DLC in the future. For now, Hollow Knight Silksong will be released on September 4th for PC and console. And I think one of the reasons why they were able to take their time with the game is because Hollow Knight still sells really well to this day. I mean, the game is still $20 and sometimes it goes on sale for like a little less, but the fact that Hollow Knight still sells so well basically said, hey, we've got money for days that we can just put into development and we can take as long as we want on this. So the fact that they're saying that they took as long as they wanted to because they chose to is honestly really promising. I mean, we all probably wish they could have come out sooner, but hey, they wanted to take their time, and they had the money and the time and the skills to do so. So I am really looking forward to this. But yeah, after looking at the trailer, the amount of animations that they were able to put into the enemies this time is pretty incredible. Because I noticed in the original Hollow Knight, there are some animation tricks I noticed that they were using in order to save on animation time. Like if you create a character that has a what's it called again? Symmetrical. When you create a character that has a symmetrical design from one way to the other, it's easy to reverse mirror them in order to save on animation time. And then I noticed that some of the actions that they would do would repeat a lot and everything. Because if you look at all the bosses in the original Hollow Knight, they mostly have like maybe 1 to 3 or 4 moves in their whole pattern repertoire, except maybe Hornet, who has like maybe 5 or 6 altogether. But if you look at how the bosses look in Silksong, I think because there's only 40 bosses in this one, they wanted to add so much to these things. Because if you look at the detail and the way that each of them animate when they attack Hornet, it looks incredible. So they had the skills to flex this time, and I am so looking forward to this game. So let's see, what else is around? Critical Role Campaign 4 cast revealed. Battlefield blah. Gavin Newsom throws shade at Donald Trump after PS5 price increase. I kind of blame the tariffs, but at the same time, I kind of blame the fact that the game industries are getting greedier and they're kind of pushing the audience at this point. So I imagine the tariffs do have something to do with it, but not all of the problem. Let's see. Overwatch 2 is crossing over with Persona 5. Really? Really? They're doing a Persona 5 crossover with Overwatch 2? That's weird. Let's see what else there is. Path of Exile 2 goes free to play for a limited time. GT Online, Pokemon Legends, Pizza. Oh yeah, they revealed one of their most recent Pokemon Mega Evolutions recently on there. Oh yeah, Overwatch 2 is still a game. Honestly, I kind of forget Overwatch 2 is a thing too, because I remember the controversy of Overwatch 2 with how they basically told people, yeah, we're gonna have actual story mode for this game, and then when the game finally came out, they're like, sorry, we couldn't afford to do that, even though it's basically the same thing with just a couple new characters and some slightly better textures. We have PvE campaign trust. Oh boy. So yeah, I imagine people are still pissed, but it still hasn't detracted people from actually playing Overwatch 2, surprisingly. And let's see what else there is. Pokemon TCG Pokemon leaks A4A set release date details. Hollow Knight Silksong, Marvel Rivals, Stalker 2. GameStop combats PS5 price increase with special offer. At least they're trying. Bioshock sequel reportedly delayed again. Okay, here's something. So yeah, apparently, the Bioshock team that was working on Bioshock 4, supposedly, they apparently got downsized and their director got replaced, so I do not have high hopes for this. The fact that you made loot boxes people miss is an achievement in itself, because that was actually a good progression system. Oh, hello. Oh, deity, thank you very much for Tier 1 for 6 months now. I greatly appreciate it.
Oh.
Ooh, thank you for your support for the channel. I'm willing to argue Overwatch 1 had good loot boxes. Okay. Elden Ring reportedly has severe performance issues on the Nintendo Switch 2. Really? Really? A modern video game has problems performing on a Nintendo console? Tell me more! Yeah, we all knew this was gonna go down, because the Nintendo Switch 2 specs are not only not that good compared to the Switch 1, apparently they're only as good as, like, the very first PlayStation 4, basically. It's like Nintendo is trying to charge for a PlayStation 5 Pro at this point for the Nintendo Switch 2, but its technicalities are basically the equivalent of an early PS4. And there were some people who actually argue with me like, well, the PS4 had good graphics. I'm just like, but they're trying to charge you for what is essentially a PS5 Pro. I'm sorry, but I don't know how that makes sense to you. It just weirds me out when people defend companies like this. Yeah, exactly. You're paying more for less. When Nintendo could actually make a quality console, but they just choose not to. Let's see. New Day 1 Xbox Game Pass game confirmed for next year. Splitgate, PS Plus, GTA 6, Path of Exile. Resident Evil kicks off 30th anniversary celebrations with new artwork. I do want to play RE4 on this channel at some point. I do have it now, thankfully. I will play it on this channel. And I will be going into the remake blind, pretty much. Although, fair warning, I do know the general premise of Resident Evil 4. I did play the GameCube version originally when I was, when was the GameCube? I'm pretty sure that was, like, in my 20s, if I remember correctly. Or, like, early 20s? Late teens? I know it was one of those. But I never actually played through the entire game. If I remember correctly, I think I got Ashley at one point, and then she died to a troll a lot, if I remember correctly. This is why I'm embarrassed to enjoy Nintendo's games, because Nintendo it's an abusive relationship where I willingly subject myself to their torture. I am not proud. Yeah, when I saw the Switch 2 and all the things that they were doing with it, I pretty much opted out, basically. I haven't even touched my Switch 1 in months now. It's just collecting dust at this point. I would like to play it, but the problem is that the Switch 1 that I have overheats quite easily now because it's too old. And I did enjoy it for a time too. It was a good system. It was actually a gift from a friend of mine who wanted to get a Nintendo Switch OLED, so he gave me his old one, which was really nice. Also, I learned Street Fighter 6 isn't as fun as I was hoping. Aww. I saw it on sale and I wasn't sure if I was going to get that or not. In any case. I think that's all I wanted to talk about in this spot, but there were a couple of trailers that I wanted to show you all that I was really excited for when I first saw them. So, speaking of Nintendo, basically, we're getting to the point now where fans of their IPs are starting to get sick of the fact that they haven't actually made new games for some of them. And this next trailer I'm about to show you is from a dev team who got sick of waiting for a Star Fox game, because Miyamoto can't decide if he wants to make a video game past the first Star Fox game, or just keep remaking it over and over again. So, real quick, this is Wild Blue. Bowie, Row, Thorn, Chuck. We may not be Star Fox, but at least we're doing something Nintendo hasn't done for a long time. The fact that this is cel-shaded is just graphically eye candy for me.
Uh-oh, we've got company. Thanks, Bowie. I thought I was done for.
Wild Blue. Wishlist now on Steam. I've already done it. So yeah, we finally have an anthropomorphic flight simulator game once again, because Nintendo just doesn't want to do anything with Star Fox right now. So I'm wondering, if this makes money, will they try to sue them for it, I wonder. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It looks really fun, and I kind of hope that there's more to it than just the flight simulator aspects. I'd like to do some, like, exploring of their ship or anything like that, or just, I don't know, doing ground stuff too. But if the majority is just the flight simulator stuff, then I'll enjoy it for what it is, as long as it's a good price. And then, next game I saw... Apparently... Somehow, I think this is possible. We furry artists, especially a couple that I know, furry artists somehow managed to save this character from dying in oblivion. Let's watch his return.
Yo, remember me? Your old pal Bubsy? From all those classic games you loved.
I actually did play Bubsy when I was a kid.
Was it something I said? What could possibly go wrong?
Forget about that. Let's talk about the new one. Bubsy 4D. Now this I like. So, where are we going next? Don't mind if I do. Zoink! wonder if that's more moves than that Italian plumber has.
OG Coyote time.
What? Can anyone explain to me why I turn into a hairball now? They call me the Orange Blur. Yeah, do any of these outfits come with pants? You know I've only got one brain cell, right? And it's working overtime on this baby. Atari? I didn't even know they were still around.
So yeah, Bubsy is back. I gotta say, I never thought Bubsy could actually live this long, but I think due to a bunch of furry artists and the fact that the Bubsy cult classic is kind of still a thing, I think it was possible that we brought him back. Yeah, basically, I love the fact that Bubsy's new superpower is basically just being a parody of other mascot characters. It just fits so well. And I do love the fact that they gave him, like, the open shirt and tie now, instead of just the original shirt. And ever since this happened, my Bubsy art has actually gotten a ton of faves, too, which I'm so happy for, which I will be doing more of later. Yeah, the fact that they went from, because originally in the 90s, the whole staple for mascot characters was, like, the teenage dream of challenging the system kind of thing. But now it looks like they've evolved Bubsy to be like a broken adult like the rest of us, which I love. If Wild Blue Studio in Japan and make a lot of money, maybe Nintendo could make a lawsuit. Yeah, I said that earlier. I imagine that if it does make money, Nintendo will probably try to do something too with that, because they've been going after a lot of games that are similar to theirs. But the thing is, and this is something I really find interesting, we're getting to the point now where a lot of the old franchises just aren't making comebacks like they used to. So some people are so sick of waiting that they're actually making their own versions of these games. Which I think is really good. I mean, if Nintendo isn't going to make a new Star Fox game, make your own game like it then. They don't own the intellectual property concepts of a flight simulator with anthropomorphic animals. I mean, we're seeing a lot of this a lot more these days. I mean, this isn't really a new concept. I mean, we've had games constantly say, this game was inspired by so-and-so. Like how Cosmic Star Heroine kept on saying it was inspired by games like Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy and all that stuff. I mean, this isn't really a new concept, and the only game that ever got sued over these concepts was Palworld, basically. So I say, if we're sick of waiting, we might as well just make our own at this point. And if the original developers or the CEOs that run those studios are like, hey, you can't do that, yes we can, as long as we're not completely ripping it off of you. It's okay to make something similar, you just can't do the exact same thing. Bubsy game, nice for trailer. Yeah, I really think Bubsy had a good trailer with this one. He looks like he's just kind of tired with life. And I like the fact that a lot of his moves are parodies of other game characters too. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And let's see what else is next. And, oh, here's one. This is one that I was actually kind of surprised about, and I'm really looking forward to this little indie game. This one is called Bistro. Thank you. 2 more and I'm supersize. Excuse me. Okay then. That's some very herbal chicken earlier. Yeah, don't you hate it when like you burp and you can still kind of like taste the herbalness of it all? So weird. Anyway, I feel like I heard of this game before. It was actually just announced recently, so here we go.
Rated E for everyone.
Things are peaceful here in Palo Pori. But beyond the wall has begun to stir. In the face of danger, it's time to get to work. You see, in this world, not all heroes wield swords. In fact, some prefer the spoon. There are some who believe that in order to save the world, you've got to start with a really good meal. And that's exactly what our caretakers need.
Oh, one sec, I can't see with the trailer in the way.
Because let's face it, who can save the world on an empty stomach? The delicious meals you make will fuel the caretakers, so that they can battle the ravenous monsters threatening your home. Opening soon, Bistro.
I really hope this comes to PS5. That looks really adorable. Thank you for the 10 bits, Tom Wolf. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Digimon. Welcome in. So yeah, Bistro, a game where it's like a cozy game where you run a restaurant and you feed adventurers to help improve their chances of surviving battles in the outside world. I love this concept so much. And it's only better with the fact that it's anthropomorphic too. Also have heard of a game called Star Garden. It's a game if Sonic, Chaos, Chow Garden, and Kirby aired. Never heard of that. Let me look at a trailer for it. Star Garden. Ugh, my neighbors are being very loud tonight. Let's see. Star Garden. I don't know if you can actually hear that. Demo and Kickstarter release date.
Ready? Set. Last one standing. Time to race.
Oh god. It does have the Chow Garden, except you can actually kick them.
Welcome to Star Garden.
Interesting. Okay, I think there's another trailer for it on here. One from 2 months ago. Okay. Oh, so you raise them to be vehicles. Interesting. Duh. But why kick them? Okay, I will admit, that did look interesting. So basically, you raise the Chow to become your vehicle for space skateboarding. Interesting. Wonder what the story is for that. Okay. And aside from that, there were some other Gamescom trailers that came out too recently for everything for all of that. Okay. Actually, what time is it? Ah. Okay, I think we've gotten a lot of the news out of the way that I wanted to talk about for this week. And I'm trying to come up with some more things for the channel, like starting screens that you all can be a part of if you want to. Sort of how like the plushies are kind of like how you all contributed to. One sec. Like these little guys. A lot of you contributed to these plushies makes, and I appreciate it. But I also want to do something more with these two, so I definitely want to put them in the throw system once I get a chance. And then I want to try to make more backgrounds that include all of you too if you want to be a part of it. So yeah, if anybody still wants a plushie, they're $20, and you get featured on the channel. And then once I put everyone in the throwing system, you get to be thrown at me whenever I have the redeem for it. I just gotta put it into the thing, and I have to make sure that the sound effects work for it too. So yeah, everybody you see here is a plushie and one balloon animal in the corner. Excuse me. Okay. So aside from that, I think that's about everything I wanted to talk about for the news-wise and for the channel-wise. So I'm still trying to figure out things to do with the channel, and I'm almost done with the new PNG, so that'll be that. And then eventually, hopefully, I will get Deltarunes Chapter 3 and 4 for the channel at some point. Okay, Subject Omega, thanks for coming in. Thank you for the food. Oh, now I'm supersized. There we go. Maximum size sea monster. Okie dokie then. So I'm going to put in the next ad break, and then when we come back, we are going to get into the finale for Bioshock. Well, thank you very much, Subject Omega. I appreciate it. You have a good night. Okay. Let's get rid of that window. And since you redeemed this before the ad break started, it'll go on to the next one. Okay then. So, let me get the ad break going, and when we come back, we will begin the end of Bioshock. See you soon. 3 minutes, everybody. Okay, I have returned. Well, thank you, Subject to Make. I appreciate it if you do. If you're still here, yes. If you pay for the plush, you get to keep it yourself, and it appears on channel. Well, it's a 2D plush, but still. I appreciate it either way. Okay. Time to get into the game. $2K. I've never seen a blind squirrel before, but sadly I've seen a paraplegic one. It is not funny. Okay. So, last time on Bioshock, we had just gotten through Apollo Square. We cured all of the stuff that Fontaine put in our head, and now we're going back for revenge. So now we are at the finale. Do I wish I had more bullets? Oh well. Let's do this. Point Prometheus. Until Adam, you could no more domesticate a child than a boa constrictor. That is a terrifying thing from Suchong. Then again, that's not the only terrifying thing he ever said. At least he got what was coming to him in the end. Before we get on with you... I do not have as many bullets as I hoped I would.
Alright. You looking to slug it out? I'm game. But I got all the Adam in the city, pal, and I ain't shy about you. Now, I'm Jake to take her out for a spin.
What is this you wait for? Go and get this idiot!
Here with me.
And I'll leave this dump to you and Frau Kraut. You keep on coming, and Rapture's a fish tank.
Shine! You let him get away. Oh, I need a moment for thinking. Ah, of course. This will be no problem. Find a Big Daddy and search his body. I would suggest you to be finding a dead one.
Here is a dead one.
You see the suit control system? So good, get it. That is step one of turning you into one of those disgusting Big Daddies. The only way to get through that door Fontaine went through is to have a little one open it for you. It will only trust you if you look
Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys
sound
can't see
like
her portrait.
and even smell like one of those big, stinking brutes.
So now in order for us to get to Fontaine, we have to become a Big Daddy. Ooh, first aid kit, we need that.
I'm not a bad person!
Where did you come from? Ay, ay. Creepy.
Three things. Free mind, free will,
Good job, old Dirtbot. How creepy is it that they put tentacles?
I just want to talk!
Where did you come from? I swear. It's just come out of nowhere.
We bred little ones to imprint to certain smells, pheromones. But this is not like putting a man. You'll need 3 industrial applications of this stuff, and then the little ones will be thrown to you like a bee to honey. You'll have to gather 3 pheromones here, so that you smell disgusting. Just like a Big Daddy.
Crap. How am I supposed to get in there?
Where do you think you're going? You need to become a Big Daddy before you are able to draw out the little ones.
You push me too far, kid. When you're cold and stiff, I'm gonna go over to Mother Goose's house, and I'm gonna take it apart, piece by piece, and brat by brat.
You truly are a monster, Fontaine. I cannot wait to kill you. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, wait. Man, these things got way more precise now. Shit. How are you supposed to go the other way then? Screw it, auto-hack the damn thing. Focused hacker. Quietly footsteps. Human Inferno. Hacking expert. 2 fewer alarm styles and fewer overloads when hacking. Why not?
Master Ryan takes this place, here is where they build their filthy golems of Frankenstein. Find the pieces of the suit. Guide the little.
Creepy as fuck. Negative induction. Oh, too much alcohol. Ooh, pistol rounds. Nice. Oh, there's a live one. Why doesn't he have a little one with him? Oh. This is at maximum size. Sorry. Let me refund those to you. And hey, Mateus64, hope you're doing well. We are currently in the finale of Bioshock. We are currently trying to become a Big Daddy.
Could I have made mistakes? One does not build cities if one is guided by doubt. But can one govern in absolute certainty? I know that my beliefs have elevated me just as I know that the things I have rejected would have destroyed me. But the city, it's collapsing before my... Have I become so convinced by my own beliefs that I have stopped seeing the truth? Perhaps. But Atlas is, and that he aims to destroy me and to destroy my city. To question is to surrender. I will not question.
Yeah, hearing a twinkly.
Opium. Very good opium. This war, terrible thing too. But not for Suchong. Everyone's scared now. Everyone needs Adam. More than little sisters can make. Good news is war makes lots of corpses. Suchong knows a way to recycle Adam from corpses. But can't send a little sister out the street unprotected. Suchong must think on this.
This is where you find bodysuit.
25% resistance to all damage.
Splice to spell it. Roll on back to Mother Goose now, or evidence gonna go busto.
No, Fontaine, I know you wouldn't be saying that to me
That
unless
is
you
good.
were scared.
We will make disgusting Frankenstein out of you yet. There is helmet and pair of boots, and we will be, how you say, in business.
Bienvenido al amorito. Muchas gracias, señor.
Oh boy. Okay, sorry dude, I gotta do this to you. Oh, before I do that though. still have progress to go. Oh, sorry, I'm standing on her.
No!
Yes.
No!
Yes.
No! No!
I hereby cleanse you of the demon's child.
You saved me.
There we go.
Bienvenido al amor. No dinero, no ammo. I'd turn tail if I were you, kid. Ain't nothing here for you but tears.
Now I got a helmet.
Now, look at you. You look just the same as those. Oh, what things we have done. What things. Now the boots.
Now I need to find boots. Ugh, God, you're all creepy as hell. Ooh, Hacker's Delight 3. Ultimate development of Hacker's Delight line. This will make every healthier a healthy hacker. Oh, nice. Skipped over. Now I've got 3. Napalm pickup. I already got enough napalm. It doesn't do that much. Okay, there's 2 more little sisters I gotta find here. Wait, there's something over here. Isn't there? No? Okay. Anything else? Nope? Okay. Now I gotta find the boots. Boots, 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 boots. And might as well tack a second one just in case. There's a lot of just security bots in here. I don't like that. I don't remember that. Okay, let's see. Was it here? Or didn't go through here.
The boots. I was sure the boots would appear.
Nice.
God damn it. The big daddy boots need to be shipped here, not the damn it library. What kind of idiot is just Ryan hiring nowadays? This kind of bullshit never happened on the Fontaine.
Okay, I have to find the boots in the library. Nice. What is over here, I wonder? Sorry. Accidentally killed my bot doing that. At least I got a lot of electric gel for later. I'll just pick these up later. Oh god. Yeah, I forgot I don't have this. There we go. Okay, library.
Who is that? Who was she? Your sister? I can control myself. I can. That's all you.
I don't think you can control yourself, sir. Uh-oh. Oh, there's another one. Sorry.
Please get up, Mr. Bubbles. Please. No.
I heal you, child. I banish the demon. Hey, Roxas. I'm doing pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me.
Okay, one more to go. Whoa.
Look around you. There's nothing to see. Rapture's a mausoleum, a goddamn cemetery funhouse. And you and the crowd is just ghosts. Just a matter of time till you realize.
I don't care about saving Rapture. This place can burn to the ground for all I care. I'm just gonna get the little girls out and make sure that you pay for all your crimes. Ah, crap. 1, 2, 3, and creativity. There we go. Okay, where the hell am I supposed to go?
Diamond will fix me. Everything will work out.
We tricked you, monster. Come back! Come
Well, you tried, I'll give you that. Okay, so there was nothing down here.
Andrew Ryan reminds us we all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us.
Okay, hack the door. About to say that was close. Oh, thank goodness. There's a ton of good crap in here. What does that do exactly?
How's that?
First aid kit, lovely.
Fontaine, scary son of a bitch. But Ryan, cheap son of a bitch. You can no reuse protector suit. Take a man, graft the skin and organs straight in the suit. Otherwise, your suit not work. Ryan say Big Daddy too expensive. Ryan can go suck an egg.
Ah, creepy. Well, he was right. Ryan was a cheap son of a bitch when it comes down to it, like all capitalists. But Fontaine is a scary motherfucker.
Welcome to the Circus of Value!
Yay, got all the first aid kits. Nice.
Oh, you real? None of these.
Okay, so where are the boots I need? I said the library, but now I'm confused on where the library is.
This way, kid. You and me could run the table in this place. Now there's nothing left for you but a long, cold night.
You tried to kill me first. God, Fontaine is like one of the worst kind of narcissists you can deal with. Nothing is ever their fault, and everything is everybody else's fault. They do nothing wrong. They have a very short memory when it comes to betraying people. Okay. Huh? Oh, there's the last one. Nice.
Here is where you'll be finding the voice you have found one of those big daddies.
I was about to say, did you not die? last cleansing child. Be free of the demons.
It is a wounded world, is it not?
Thank you.
How can I thank you? I send another little one with a token of our appreciation.
Oh, come on. Damn it. Oh, come on. Crap, 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 crap. Oh, you gotta be kidding. That's a whole trap right there. Crap. I swear, some of these are real bullshit.
Welcome to the Circus of Value!
Okay, there we go. Yay, final gift. Okay, let's see. Let's do... Let's do Incinerate level 3. Hurls creatures and objects back with a powerful blast of force. I have never used this once. Even Inferno, Focused Hacker 2. Machine Buster 2, Alarm Expert. 20 spinning is normal. I think we're good then. Okay, we've rescued all the little sisters. Now we just need to find the library. Optimize eugenics. Oh, diary.
Fontaine is dead. Bad for Fontaine. Good for Sir John. Play hard to get for a bit. Then Mr. Ryan get hungry for me. Tenenbaum gone, Fontaine gone. Sir John only one who know all about little sisters. Like I said, it's very good for Sir John.
Well, he thought he was the only one left. He should have gotten out while the getting was good. Okay, let's see now. Where's the library? Genetic modification library. Okay. Okay, the boots are around here somewhere.
What is the greatest lie ever created? What is the most vicious obscenity?
Oh, I didn't even see this. Okay.
No.
The Wonders Educational Facility.
We were just get leave me alone!
Well, I would have left you alone if you left me alone. Now you're dead. Okay, now I gotta get in here to get the boots.
The parasite needs 3 things. Free market,
Feel your brain, man.
Okay, good. How the hell do I get through? Do I just jump through here? I do not remember how I get through here. Security monitoring room. I have to go through another way? Oh, there we go. I just have to go through that way. Sorry to tell you, dude, but all the sisters are gone. Okay, boots, boots, boots. Nice roll dodge. Okay. Crap, 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 crap. Crap, 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 crap. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Servbot off device, servbot off device, servbot off device. Where is it? 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 Oh, crap. Crap, 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 crap. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on. Oh, thank goodness. That's where they kept all the kids, that's right. Jesus.
I push when I should pull. A man entitled.
Oh, there's Archer's thing. Oh well. Huh. Frozen Houdini. That's new.
I can only be glad I am nowhere near you and that awful stink. Why the little ones are drawn to the smell of those pheromones is beyond anything I can understand.
Well, you designed them. Well, actually, no. She designed the little sisters. Button? Oh. Oh, it's one of those things. Okay, I think there was another one on the other floor upstairs.
you'll need to modify your voice and find a pair of boots for yourself.
You know, you should be thanking me. I brought you here. I showed you who you are. Nobody never told you nothing but lies till I come along.
I know why it has to be children, but why just girls? This I cannot determine why, but I know it is so. Fontaine says, one less bathroom to build in the orphanage. It is amazing to watch the effect of Adam on their small bodies. Their own cells replaced by the new stems the instant they are damaged. These children are practically invulnerable. It is a shame you could not do the same thing to an adult. There would be quite a market for a man you could not kill.
Quite a market for a man you couldn't kill. Ain't that the truth? Okay, so we got the smell. Now we have to figure out where the library is.
What's the matter, Mary? You look like you could use
Failsafe armored escort.
Slow down a bit on the splicing. Before you know it, you'll be as right as rain.
I didn't go this way yet, so do I have to go this way? Optimized eugenics.
Ryan sent over extra munitions. He must have suspected trouble. I will lock them up near the protector labs and set the code to 1921. I don't expect we'll ever be needing them, though. Once Big Daddy is ready, nobody cross the Big Daddy.
Look around you, kid. You think two-bit heroics count for a thing in this tent? You're staring down the puke stain of Ryan's busted dream. You think there's something worth saving down here? Then you deserve to gargle with the rest of these scrubs.
He must be very frightened of me. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, hey, Andy. Hope you're doing well. Never any snacks in the machines now. Deacus eats them all. Very true. Grenade launcher damage. Crossbow takes damage. Let's try this thing.
Are you there? The nurse doesn't like you, but I do.
Atlas is a friend of the parasite.
You're only making this hard for us. Come back, please.
Okay. Oh, there's the box shut off. Some potato chips. Nice. I'm guessing that's where I have to go next. What the?
Diamond of Christian. Everything will work out. Just you wait. I
Huh? Oh. Why'd I do that? What's the point of this room other than being electrical? Oh, it's a safe. Okay, let's see. Eugenics analysis. I went through there. Oh, did I hack you already?
Are you?
Okay. I guess I hacked that one already. Okay, so I went through that one. Where am I going? Main hall. Live temp subject testing. Is it this area? Oh, yep.
You think turning yourself into one of those tin men is a two-way street? The crowd's holding auditions for the Frankenstein parade, and you're first in line.
Kill Fontaine. Let's see. Exploding buck, that'd be cool. Heat-seeking missiles. Let's see, some armor-piercing rounds. Automatic hack tool. Exploding buck. Nice. Extras for later if we need it.
I can only imagine how you must smell with those awful pheromones. Once you find those Frankenstein boots, you will be ready.
don't.
Damn, I forgot how much damage this thing does. Okay, now I gotta go find the boots in the library.
Has Mother Goose really got her hooks into you? You can knock Ryan all you want, but the old man was bingo on one point of fact. You won't even walk till somebody says go.
Genetic modification library. this library?
Ignore the lies of Atlas and his parasites. Rapture is on the
The
rise.
Wonders Educational Facility. Wonders Education Facility. Oh, I did not see this way. I forgot. Oh no, wait. Isn't this where I came from? No, this is where I came from. Okay, I came through this way. And then... where am I hearing this? Where on earth is the damn boots? Where is this modification library? Failsafe armored escorts. Armored escorts proving grounds. Optimize eugenics. There's supposed to be a library around here. Wonders Educational Facility. I thought I saw something for it up here somewhere.
The parasite hates three things: free markets, free will, and free men.
Oh, library. Here we go. Just on the other side. Oh. Oh, that was close.
I'm on your trail! Your stench! What did you do to her?
Why does this thing load? There we go. Ooh, damage research 2. Hit him where it hurts, hit him hard. New damage research 2 lets you exploit your enemy's weaknesses even more than before. Nice. Got the boots.
Yes. Now this is a big daddy. Are you ready?
I have become.
Now go to the little sister vent by the proving grounds.
I got Rapture now. I've got the Atom now. You think that pill suit's even half enough to put the scare in me?
Yeah, I think I can take you down.
Where you gonna go? Your life? Your family? They're a fairy tale, kid. No more real than something you read about in the Saturday Evening Post. Poor bastard. A motherless freak, whipped up in a half-baked science experiment.
You need to bring them out of hiding and then they'll let you in the door. Go on, hit the vent with your wrench.
Okay. But before we do that, we got an ad break. Okay, and we're back. Pardon me. I was eating some crackers. Okay. Now for the final gauntlet.
Would mean very much to me if you will be gentle with the girl. Mein kleines Mädchen.
Okay. Now for the one escort quest of the game.
This flesh.
The Proving Grounds. So if I remember correctly, I think Rapture had about, 5 or 6 good years before everything decided to go down.
The little ones will lead you to Fontaine,
Time to go.
but you must protect them.
Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angel dancing in the sky.
That's it, kid. It's been a long road. You don't even remember most of it. Put you on a sub when you were just a sprout.
Okay, I can't make anything.
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpokes. Hurry, Mr. B. Angels. Hurry, hurry, Mr. Bubbles. Time to go, Mr. B.
I'm coming.
Hurry, Mr. B.
I really wound you up with that wife and child bit. Oh, me poor Moira. I me wee baby Patrick. Maybe one day I'll get me a real family. They play well with the suckers.
Wow, now he's just taking pleasure in it.
Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to wait. Got that! I will do anything! Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpokes. Give me the meds! Get them for me now! Hurry! Hurry, Mr. Bubbles!
Something I learned the hard way. If you don't have heal machines, the splicers will take advantage of that.
They are physically free of this together. Chung's mental conditioning still holds them to their terrible past. But some such as this can never return.
What to use?
Maybe I can see the angel dancing in the sky. Bubbles?
I'm going. I'm waiting for you. Creative with this one.
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't dance.
Watch out! The present narcotic can destroy the attention of this flight.
sound effects for these guys.
You'll be back!
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpoke. Time to go, Mr. B. Hurry, Mr. B. Angels
Uh-oh.
waiting for our kisses.
A rapture reminder. We all have
Hurry, Mr. B. Angels dancing in the sky.
Okay, why do you keep getting caught on me?
Hurry, hurry, Mr. Bubbles. Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to waste. Hurry, Mr. B.
So much hacking. I can't wait for the second game. Oh my god, this is a horrible trap. Oh shit, 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 shit.
Angel dancing in the sky.
I think it's...
Hurry, hurry, Mr. Bubbles. Hurry, Mr. B. Angels waiting. Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B.
Why was she taking so much
Angels
damage?
don't wait for slowpokes.
Make up, be quiet!
Time to go, Mr. B.
she go?
Time to go, Mr. B.
Oh, here we go.
Hurry! The harvesting will draw the attention of this wyvern.
Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the aliens dancing in the sky. Hurry, Mr. B. Angels are waiting for our kisses.
Okay, I guess she's done.
Hurry, hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
I'm hurrying. You're the one who's taking your time.
Time to go, Mr. B.
What was that?
Hurry, Mr. B.
Oh, no. So glad electric really helps.
Better for the girls to be with you. Better with you than alone. Alone in the crawling darkness.
Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to waste. Hurry, hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
How have you taken so much damage?
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B.
That might be plenty for the wicked scrubs and the pencil pushers, but I need more. More! I want a slice! All right, now the slice
Fontaine is nearby. You are reaching close now.
Hurry, Mr. B. Angels are waiting.
1 second coming. Crap.
Welcome to the Circus of Value!
Fire could hurt him. It could.
Feel your cravings at the Circus of Value!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Bienvenido a la moda Nido!
Sam, you must use the needle of the little sister to drain Fontaine of his Adam. It is the only way to defeat him.
Here, take this. Stick it in the bad man.
Fontaine waits above. There will be no going back from here. Make sure you are ready to face him before moving on.
Okay. Make sure we've got everything loaded up. Start with a little napalm. Actually, first we gotta start with something else first. Here we go. Let's do this.
Remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub? You were no more than 2. You were my ace in the hole, but you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business.
He acts like I betrayed him. Hello.
What you was, what you was capable of. Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up and had tattooed inside your head. Now, if you don't call that family, I don't know what is. And now,
are gonna need a lot of therapy.
They offered you this city. And you refused it. And what did you do instead? What I've come to expect of you. You saved them. You gave them the one thing that was stolen from them. A chance. A chance to learn. To find love. To live. And in the end, what was your reward? You never said. But I think I know.
I think Tenenbaum...
A family.
I think Tenenbaum and him adopted the little girls and basically became like a miniature family. Although I don't think Tenenbaum actually fell in love with him. I just think she just kind of became their caretaker as like atonement. Okay, and that was Bioshock. Considered to be one of the first first-person shooters to really introduce the meta storyline. I gotta say, when I first heard about the plot twist and everything, I thought it was pretty interesting how it did subvert the trope of the navigator being the villain the whole time kind of thing. Because I think this was one of the first times it actually happened, if I remember correctly, because I can't really think of any game before this one where the navigator was actually your main villain kind of person. Excuse me. So I think that's really interesting. Overall, coming back to this game, I think it's still got a couple of flaws with it. The interchanging between plasmid and gun loadout is still a pain in the ass. And the just reloading in general is just so slow in this game. It's unbearable at times. But in any case, it's still a fun game. It still gives me jump scares because the AI for the enemies in this game is pretty incredible, considering that there are some scripted moments, but a lot of the time, they just kind of spawn out of nowhere, and it does keep you on your toes with the whole jump scare factor. So I still think that still holds incredibly well over the years. Considering that this game came from 2008. And I don't think a lot of video game developers have been able to top this level of NPC like immersion when it comes down to it, because you know that they have like dialogue of their own sometimes, and even though some of them do kind of tend to repeat sometimes, and some of the voice actors are kind of the same in other ones, it's still incredible how they're able to pull this off back in the day. Because the late 2000s was still a time of experimentation with this genre. But yeah, overall, I still had fun with this game. It still kept me on my toes. Even on normal mode, it was still pretty challenging most of the time. I mean, I died a lot, like, I think during my second stream of this. So many times. And I still think that this game holds up pretty damn well over the years. Because to this day, people still make videos about the writing of the characters in this game. They still make videos about Frank Fontaine and Andrew Ryan, and how they are as like villains in general in gaming. And to this day, it still holds up with the characters too, because Andrew Ryan, he still holds up as a megalomaniac villain in terms of capitalism and everything. That's actually one of the things that I still find very tragic about his character. That doesn't really make me sympathize with him. Is the fact that he's one of those classic rich people that believes hard work, all of your cleverness and everything gets you everything you want. But the truth is, Andrew Ryan just got lucky. He and his family discovered an oil well. They got rich off that, and it opened a lot of doors for Ryan. He didn't technically earn his way, he just got it through luck. And he still somehow equated all of that to hard work over everybody else and just owning everybody else. And he became part of the system that he wanted to get rid of. And Frank Fontaine is insidious in his own way because he knows how to manipulate people in the worst ways. How a little kindness can go a long way with a lot of the victims of villains. Because it's a tried and true formula that if you're poor, you're not doing too well, and somebody else is, and if somebody gives you a little bit of charity, you feel indebted to them in some way. Like if they're giving you a chance to do better. And that's what happens to a lot of people in other countries that are still suffering from oppression. They become part of rebellions, and then the rebellion either will try to do better, or it'll just repeat the mistakes of the previous administration. That's how it just goes. So yeah, the game still makes me think, the game still makes me question a lot, and it still intrigues me on Rapture itself and how a purely capitalistic society just can't survive without any kind of empathy whatsoever. I think that's the best lesson you can learn from Rapture, is what if you make a society of people who whoever has the most money can dictate the rules. And Andrew Ryan thought that was always going to be him. But then Frank Fontaine showed him it doesn't matter how much money you have, you're still vulnerable when it comes to people, because you still need people in order to run the city and everything. And that's what Ryan refused to believe, that anybody could take what was his from him. And in the end, Andrew Ryan became the thing he hated the most and what he ran away from. Okay, then. So now, let's see, additional content, challenge rooms. Not gonna do that. However, I am going to go into... Let's see, how do I exit out of this? I guess I'll have to just do it like this. Okay, close game. And since we're only at 2 hours and 46 minutes, we are going to go directly into Bioshock 2 and continue from there. And I do like how Bioshock 1 is all dark and gleam and dreary with the moon, and Bioshock 2 is more about, like, the sun rising on the new Bioshock and everything. Now, one thing a lot of you do know about this game is the fact that Ken Levine did not want to work on this game. 2K saw the success of the first game, and they wanted to make a sequel immediately, but the problem was Ken Levine just wasn't up to it, and he didn't want to be involved in this. So the team that they made in order to make the sequel, I think did a really good job. Because I followed the development cycle of this game really closely. Because I was watching the developer specials about this game, and they said one of the first things is that they were scared to even approach making a sequel to Bioshock, because Bioshock had become such a prolific monument in gaming that they weren't even sure how they were going to approach it in the first place. And then they decided to replay the game, like the whole dev team decided to just replay the game, see what could be improved, where they could take the direction of the game, and they somehow did it. And I remember when the game first came out, Bioshock 2 was panned pretty hard by a lot of the hardcore fans because it wasn't as meta as the first game was. It's more streamlined, it's more of a straightforward story, rather than it being a big gotcha plot twist moment or anything like that. And I think that's one of its strengths, honestly. So what are your thoughts, chat? What are your thoughts on the last game, and what are your thoughts on this game so far? Okay, new game. Adjust brightness. I'll just put it there. I think I'm gonna put it on easy for now because I don't want to stay too long in this game. Ooh, excuse me. Because as much as I like the last game for its difficulty, I died quite a lot, and I just want to get through this one. Oh, I forgot to turn the volume back up. Okay, 1958, beneath the Atlantic Ocean. So this is 2 years before the... Or actually, think over a year before the rebellion officially started.
Look, Daddy, it's you.
Now there is a little weirdness when it comes to the timeline of Bioshock, because there is some discrepancies with how long the rebellion takes compared to all the other things, and how long the actual timeline is for this game. But I still think it holds up well. So the fact that we play as a Big Daddy in this game is actually really cool, in my opinion.
More angels, Daddy. This way.
And the fact that the big sister, the Big Daddies and Little Sisters were already implemented this one still disturbs me.
Want some, big guy? Bigger than hard! Hard as Get out of here, freak!
There we are. He's perfectly safe now. This is not your daughter. Do you understand? Her name is Eleanor, and she is mine. Now, kneel, please. Remove your helmet. Now, take the pistol. Place it against your head. Fire.
Still a very chilling opening. The fact that this woman just makes you shoot yourself in front of the little sister. 10 years later.
me. You're sick.
Fallen is Babylon. Adonis Luxury Resort. Now what's interesting is that the Vita Chambers were only supposed to be used by a select few with the whole revival thing. So it's interesting that we came out of one of those. And then there's a bit of a repeat with some of these photos on the wall. But it is interesting. Actually, I think that looks like Disney almost. That is so weird. Pretty sure some of these are based on real people. Although technically you can use a photo for free if it's over 100 years old, I guess. There she is, big sister. Lamb is watching. So I'll get into a bit of the timeline in just a bit after this.
Lesson 1, Mob Jockeys. You are under the...
Oh, almost forgot. Audio options, gameplay options, dialogue subtitles on. Oh, apparently you can disable the Vita Chambers entirely, so you can do a permanent thing? Damn. Okay.
Now, if you feel the soft patter of rain on your hat, you're already fired. Lesson 2. You can jumpstart a dead generator with a direct spark, but clear the guests out of the pool first. Scares these rich pricks to watch a working stiff hurling thunderbolts. You follow me?
Yeah, that is amazing. What would stop people from using their superpowers on the rich? Especially if you have less than they do. And you're not in a typical society anymore.
I need this. Do you hear me?
Drill fuel.
You!
And something I really like in this one is the fact that once you memorize a key code, or see it, it puts it on the thing. And it looks like she tried to hide in here, and that did not work out too well for her.
My husband is such a perfect idiot. Throws away all his spending money on gene tonics to affect a look of physical fitness. So he'll have an excuse to sit on his rear all day listening to radio serials.
I would.
Steven, I tell him, you want to be fit? Come swim laps with me, the old-fashioned way. It's your mind that's atrophying. Maybe I'll start sneaking some brain boost into his daily regimen.
Ooh. Rochelle, I don't think that worked out for you, honey. Lamb is watching. Still so creepy. Ah! Oh yeah, that's right. Instead of flashbacks in this one, we get messages psychically. Come soon to find me. From Eleanor. One sec. Yeah, if I had my therapy sessions in here, this would be nice. Although apparently somebody did not have a good one. Apparently they just couldn't give up their smoking habit. I love the little rain effect on the screen when it does this. Let's let them go. Good, the fireflies are free. Please hurry, Daddy. Well, like the first game. I have returned. Whew. Crap. And we have to put in an ad break. Sorry about this, everybody. So 3 minutes, get a drink, get a snack, use the bathroom, YouTube. We'll back out these messages, so stay tuned. Just realized I should change the thing now. There we go. Okay, and that should change the thing. Okay. And I'll make sure when I upload this to YouTube, I'll make sure to differentiate. I kind of put, whenever I do the same franchise, I kind of put them in the same playlist. Okay then. Music off. And now let's get back to the game.
At last, a signal. You, who are bringing this dead city to life, listen. My name, it is Tannenbaum. I know who you are, and I am in much need of your help. Please, find me in the Atlantic Express train station.
I'm so glad Tenenbaum came back for this. Although her circumstances are still kind of dire. So before I begin this, there's actually a bit of an interesting story to the build-up to Bioshock 2. So the team behind Bioshock 2 came up with this interesting little advertising campaign, and it's actually pretty cool how they did this. They did two things. One, they actually left a bunch of Rapture-themed food, drink, and furniture items that washed up on the California shores. Or I think it was. No, wait, not California. It's, I can't remember how they did this. It was on some beach that was supposed to be where you could find it for where Rapture was, because I think it was based in the Atlantic, if I remember correctly, on the eastern seaboard. And what happened was, there was a campaign where the team came up with this thing called Beneath the Surface, I think it was called. And what happened was, it was supposed to be a prequel to what the events that transpired to make Bioshock 2 happen. And what happens is, apparently little girls are getting kidnapped alongside the coast, and before the girls are taken, people reportedly see red lights in the water before they're dragged away into the ocean. And the main character that was supposed to be in charge of that was supposed to be the main character for this game, but we'll explain more about him later. This is cool. So this is how they explain how Rapture is still alive and still not flooded completely. Apparently the Big Daddies and a lot of the splicers that still care for this place have been maintaining it as best they can, as the city has basically been slowly drowning over the years.
To my daughter, Eleanor, soon you will be born, and Rapture will be your home. You shall be raised as I was, to advance the common good through social psychiatry. This city's potential is immeasurable, Eleanor. Yet our beliefs are unwelcome here.
$5 to use
Life
the toilet.
will
Jesus.
be difficult, but the price of revolution is always dear.
I imagine that's something that'll happen in Trump's America at some point.
Rapture will come to us.
I haven't had a taste of Adam in weeks.
I don't need to hear your grousing. Go running to the lab if you're so desperate.
Maybe I will. I'm sick of digging through muck for a scrap to eat.
I said quit complaining! The tiresome filthy...
So yeah, this
is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember, you are not alone. Think of me not as...
Oh yeah, Thuggish Splicer. Thuggers on bruised pores, bashing enemies, blah blah blah.
leader, but as mother to the Rapture.
Okay, so yeah, that was Sophia Lamb.
I am back in Rapture after so many years. The little ones I rescued are grown up and think of me no more. After what I once did to them, it was a joy to be forgotten. But now, all around the world, children vanish by the sea, kidnapped. And so I return, in fear of what I already know. Someone is making new little ones, continuing my work, my sins. Even if I am to die for it, I must stop them.
So that's really interesting that Tenenbaum found out about this, and rather than let it be somebody else's problem, she knew that her work had survived somehow, and if it gets out, it would be the worst thing ever. Oh yeah, so these is basically like, oh yeah, Rapture is Best and Brightest 1952, so we've got Tenenbaum, I think the security guy, and then this guy we learn about later. We have Sophia Lam here, Su Chong, and in the center, Andrew Ryan. Although we find out later, this isn't all of them for the supposed founders. Lam is watching. So, as far as I know about the timeline for Sophia Lam, she came to Rapture pregnant, and after she became a bit of an enemy to Ryan, she was jailed, and then after Ryan died, she went into hiding. Or I think after Fontaine was supposedly dead, she went into hiding in Rapture's underground, and then emerged once Ryan and Fontaine were dead. Ah, poor Rosie. Thank you for the rivet gun. I love the rivet gun. It's so cool. And it's cool that they were able to reuse a lot of the... Oh wait, Steinman, that's one of the people that was in that thing. Now I remember, Steinman. He was considered one of the best and brightest.
Barely made it down alive.
Oh yeah,
But
Mark
here it
Meltzer, he was the guy.
And it's real.
Hey, Furry Cures.
Rapture. This is where that thing took my poor baby girl. From what I saw in the sub, most of the city's in ruins. But there were lights here and there. And shapes moving. I'm rambling, scared, I guess. But maybe, if I find this Dr. Lamb I keep hearing over the PA, I'll find Cindy too.
So yeah, Mark Meltzer was the main character of the campaign leading up to Bioshock 2, but the team decided to make the Big Daddy, Subject Delta, to be the main character. Not sure why. I still think Mark Meltzer could have been a pretty good... could have been a pretty good main character, considering that he's basically just trying to find his daughter. Fresh water. Oh, and this is his sub. Hello. Thank you. There's the little sister. I actually like their design compared to the original, because this way they don't look so alien. They actually look like little girls, though still creepy.
Big sister doesn't want you playing with me.
There she goes, the big sister. It's kind of sad that they didn't flesh out the big sister.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember, Big Sister is always watching. To steal Adam is to steal from the Rapture family. Your family.
Anyway, so what I was saying, the big sister originally actually did have a bigger part in the story, but sadly they kind of cut the content because apparently it didn't mesh well with the actual story that they were going for. Originally, I think it was supposed to be just one big sister, and she was basically going to be a stalker character like Nemesis was supposed to be, but apparently they couldn't program her enough to be as random or as unpredictable as Nemesis with the current tech or something like that. Which is kind of weird because they did that on PlayStation 1, and you'd think they'd be able to do it here. But I guess not. Ooh. So they made her more scripted, and rather than it being one big sister, they changed her to being like multiple big sisters that I think were the ones that were left behind in Rapture or something that grew up. Because what was the explanation again? I think it was you didn't rescue all of the little sisters in the first game, and those you didn't rescue became like older, and then when Sophia Lamb found them, she turned them into big sisters to be like the new protectors. They don't really explain it that well in this game, though, surprisingly. I'd say that's probably the one story flaw this game has, is the big sisters entirely. They're still cool enemies, it's just the sad part is their story is just kind of garbled. Okay, take all the luggage and all the money. All the food. I'd be a big daddy for a reason.
Diane insisted that we spend a weekend at the Adonis. And already I find myself seeking a respite from my vacation. She deems it necessary to chide me for working. The words dissolve into an endless animal bleat. I founded Rapture to be free of law and God, to live among those for whom work is our wage. Yet, when Diane speaks of bearing my child, Till now, I had never considered my legacy. Perhaps after the new year.
Poor cat. Well, Andrew Ryan, you got a legacy. You just didn't know it'd end up killing you. I hate the fact that they gave her a laugh. We will be reborn in the cold womb of the ocean. Oh wait, I forgot I'm in a diving suit. This doesn't hurt me. This is actually something I thought was really clever when they did this, was the fact that this would normally terrify you about drowning, but then you remember, oh yeah, that's right, I'm a big daddy. Okay, so the doors actually lock on that side when they sense this.
In that suit, even the ocean cannot harm you. This is good. But Rapture is the death of many great men. Alone, you will not last long. You can still reach the train station. Find me there.
All right, diary. Last entry. Lizzie and I, we found a sphere, and we're going home. Ain't that right, baby? Next stop, topside.
Oh, I love you. It was you who saved us, Sammy. It was you, Button. What was that? What's that sound?
She's seen us. It's Lamb. Torpedo! Ah, I'm trying to...
Ugh. Oh, this poor couple. All they wanted to do was get out of Rapture. And Sophia wouldn't even let them do that. That's one of the new types we'll be fighting. Pretty cool way to showcase that. Now, if I remember correctly... Let's see... No, I don't see any out here. Shark. I always thought these outside moments were really cool in this game. Let's see. Ooh, nice. Eve Hypno. Now, are there any slugs out here? Rivet. Ooh, whale bones. Every time I see whale bones, it always reminds me of that song, Teacup, from that movie, The Point. Okay. Guess I can't find any yet around here. Welcome to Rapture, the beautiful city. God, I love that. It's such a clever way to bring you back into it. Let's see. Nope. None over here. Oh, there she is. Here? I guess we don't get to find them till later. Oh well. In we go. Still, I love these outside underwater segments. They're so peaceful, yet still unnerving. Okay. Airlock drain. What the? Could not save progress because there's not enough save remaining. Please delete application save data in order to create more saves. What the? What does that mean? I should have plenty of storage space. Still got 159 gigabytes left. There's nothing there. Gameplay options. What does it keep telling me? Not save progress because there's not enough space remaining in application save data. Please delete application save data in order to create more saves. That doesn't make sense, though. I've got plenty of save data available. And I can't delete anything because there's nothing there. This is weird. Is it telling me to delete my save data from Bioshock 1? If that's the case, I'll gladly do it. Still, application save data. What does that mean? Settings, Fontaine, autosave, autosave, autosave. Okay. Guess I'll just get rid of that then. Are you seriously telling me I'm going to have to redo the game? All games and apps will be closed. Are you sure you want to continue? So I can't delete it without closing the game first. Crap. Save data and app setting? I'm gonna look this up real quick. Let's see. Bioshock 2 Remastered. Unable to save data. Let's see. Okay, so apparently other people have found this before, which is weird. I've never actually had this happen to me before. Said there was not enough storage left in the application save data. I have 100 gigabytes remaining. What's the issue here? Too many Bioshock collection saves. I had the same problem, so I went back and deleted some older Bioshock 1 saves. Weird problem. Very strange indeed. Huh. So I just have too many Bioshock 1 saves? That's it? Let's see. Okay, apparently so I would have to redo the beginning anyway. Oh, that's just great. I've never had this problem before. That's weird. Huh. That's just great. So I have to redo the beginning again because I can't have an autosave. Huh. Well, that's just great. Well, I guess we'll have to continue this another time then. I guess we'll start it next stream. Because if I can't save the data, and it's all because I have Bioshock 1 data, then I'd have to redo the beginning anyway, unless you guys want to rewatch the beginning again. I could probably try to power through it, but we're pretty much climbing up on 4 hours anyway. So I guess I'll end it here for tonight then. Which is kind of sad, but I guess we'll be redoing the beginning next time anyway. Okay then. Kind of a weird way to end the night, but I guess I don't really have a choice, because either way I'll have to do the beginning again anyway. Okay then. Well, thank you everybody for joining me once again. I hope you had a good night. We were able to defeat Bioshock 1, but apparently, due to a glitch with Bioshock 2 and the save data of the first one, we gotta redo that again, so... I guess next week we will be doing Bioshock 2, the opening once again. Let's see. Okay, then. Well, that does that. Either that or maybe I'll try another game. I'm not quite sure if I want to get back into Bioshock 2 after this again, but we'll see. Well, I've got plenty of other games, so maybe I'll put it to a vote for next week then. So, I guess on the block then, for next week, we can continue Bioshock 2, Resident Evil 4 starting. We could also do Sonic Frontiers. We've also got Alone with You. Let's see. Final Fantasy VI, Fuga Melodies of Steel. Live Alive. Well, I think I'd save Live Alive for something else. Odin Sphere, Persona 4, Sea of Stars, Saga Frontier. We got a lot of choices. So I guess next week I'll put it up to a fan vote to see what everybody wants to do, because I haven't done those in a while. I'd like to see how you all react. Okay, then. So, let us see who is around so we can raid them and pass the love on to. Let's see. We've got Jarek playing Digimon Super Rumble. Draenith playing Deadlock. Let's see. We haven't raided Zeldrick in a while. He's playing the first Berserker, Kazan. Well, I guess I don't really feel like raiding anybody tonight, so I think for now I'm just going to end stream. And I will see you all tomorrow night. We will be continuing Yakuza Pirates of Hawaii. So I hope you all have a great night, and I hope you all have a great weekend, and thank you for letting me be a part of yours. And I shall see you later. Once again, round is best shape. Love y'all. Have a great night. Bye-bye. Ending stream.